what's making us all look good, with a whole lot of boom and a whole lot of shakalaka. Cause you know what time it is.
Boom shakalaka! Yay!
All right.
Welcome. It's Friday. You made it.
Seemed like it was a long time, but yep, here we are.
Yes, here we are in our new outfits from Lisa Lou's boutique. Shaviva and I did a little shopping in Waterloo. Mm-hmm. It was great, and we're so glad to be here today. Thank you so much for joining us. This is the best show on the internet, and we're here to tell you some good news because
there's always something good happening on the North End and everywhere else. Yes.
And you know this by now. If you've been watching our show lately, you know exactly what time it is at 4 o'clock every Friday. You cannot have a Friday without Boom Shakalaka.
There you go. And if you did not catch us in the pre-boom, we want you all to know that our guests today are Cherie, Kabba, a.k.a. Chillin' the Conscious Poet.
Yes. The innovator extraordinaire.
Yep.
The inventor of the Soultown.
Okay.
Yeah, she's going to be here along with her brother, Shaviva.
Yep. Haisan 2X, the Truth Seeker.
And appropriately, we are celebrating 5 years of positivity together with Chillin' because she actually inspired our show.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So it'd be great just to celebrate with her, and they'll be coming on in just a minute. So we want to shout out to our favorite frequent viewers, Brenda Owens, Kathy Deal, Charity Nebby, Mike Hollingsworth.
Yeah, Riddell Walls, Rudy, Will Frost, Mike Dargan, and Jessica Young,
our good friend. And be sure to like our Northend Update page, and please subscribe to our YouTube page.
That's right.
Right, and you know which one it is because it's Northend Update. Boom Shakalaka. Just pick that one. And we have some comments. Nate, already?
Yeah, we got some viewers checking in. We got Marilyn Rogers Moreland saying, hello, ladies.
Hey, Marilyn.
Yes, Marilyn, happy birthday. I think it's today her birthday is.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
And then we got Renita Wright saying, hello, my friends. Happy 4th to you all. Happy birthday, Chill.
To you, too.
Oh, yes.
Hey.
Happy birthday. Okay, everybody's waiting to see Chillin' and Haisan, but we're going to wait just a few minutes, and we got some more things to talk about.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now,
We're having a drawing.
That's right.
That's what we're going to talk about.
Okay, we're entering names into the drawing to win a North End Update Boom Shakalaka Cup.
Right, and listen to this because we're celebrating positivity. We want all of our viewers to know that we pay attention to you when you put things on our wall. So we happen to put a post on the Northend Update page celebrating our birthdays as usual. And there are viewers that actually write happy birthday.
That's right. They come on there and say happy birthday. It's not just the people who actually are celebrating the birthdays themselves. They're saying happy birthday to the people that we recognize for their birthdays.
And they don't even know them.
Right.
Now, how positive is that?
There you go.
So we put those people in our drawing today. And we have a few names that just were so kind to say happy birthday to people they did maybe not even know. We don't know if they know them or not. Mm-hmm. But who were they, Shaviva?
Phil Specht, Betty Myron Tovar, Kimberly Sanders, Ken Wadlington, and Sydney Irvine.
That's right.
Yeah.
And we're going to do a drawing right now, Shaviva. We're going to shake up those names.
Okay.
5 people. They were so kind.
Yes.
And when it's my birthday, y'all remember me too, okay? For a Boom Shakalaka coffee cup, the winner is Phil Specht. All right. We love Phil Specht. He's always out there taking pictures of birds and stuff like that. And I'm glad you won, Phil. Congratulations. And we'll have to get you to take a picture with our coffee cup. Mm-hmm. All right. Where are we, Shaviva?
Okay. On that same note, congratulations to Marilyn Rogers Moreland because last week she won our Northend Update coffee cup. Oh, and we also need to shout out Lori Dale.
Lori Ann.
Okay.
She repped.
Yes. for repping on the runway.
Exactly.
Yes.
I mean, she was it green? What was it, Nate? You saw Miss Dale, as you call her. What she have? I think it was
beautiful,
green.
beautiful shade of green. Yes,
so
at
gorgeous.
the Cedar Valley Fashion, Art, and Culture Expo.
Yes, she said she couldn't even sit down in that dress.
Okay,
Like better you than me. I wouldn't have been.
That
standing
means it
up
was
that
really
long.
fitting.
Oh, right,
You couldn't
right.
sit down.
Exactly. So congratulations to both of you. And by the way, Tiani, Brittany, and who else was it? Tiani, Brittany, and Beauty. Y'all did that.
Yes, ladies.
Look at that.
Absolutely.
And look at Agnes. She's got some pictures. We got to do the red carpet interviews, and there's Chuck Dale pictured with us, and Nate showing off his bling.
There you go. I don't know about you, Rocky, but I felt so fancy.
Oh, no, I know it.
Really?
It was amazing. Thank you for that opportunity, you guys. Okay, for Give It Air, we're going to be talking about...
Stop living in the past.
Yes, we've all heard that before, so we're going to get to some things that haven't been that long ago.
That's right.
Just to give that a little air. Newsflash, birthday people. Stick around, because I heard Haisan can sing.
All right. We're going to find out, too.
Right, I think he's going to carry a little bass for us.
All right.
We're going to find out. All right. And we also know that you'd love to be a sustaining collaborator like the Ferguson team and Jesse Cosby Neighborhood Center. So inbox us, please, to find out the benefits of sponsorship that make us all look good.
Yep, because our show is brought to you in part by a grant from the Waterloo Community Foundation and our sustaining collaborators, Ferguson Real Estate Team and Jesse Cosby Neighborhood Center.
That's right. Call the Ferguson team for all your real estate needs, 319-900-1799.
And if you didn't know, the Jesse Cosby Neighborhood Center has community garden, and they need volunteers every Wednesday from 8 to 10 a.m.
That's right.
Yes.
And now I think we're going to move and slide right on into the Soultown.
Yes.
All right, Nate, what you got for us in the Soultown this time?
So today I have Stevie Michael Speaks. When you look good, you feel good. Learn how to develop new habits, including positive speaking. The part I really liked is when she mentioned.
Okay. I thought you were yawning.
Oh no. I have taken on the new habits of speaking more positively, even to myself, eating better, and doing simple things like taking a walk with my dog. Taking a walk with my husky is the new way of saying I'm walking the dog. I have also learned about the hot girl walk that a TikTok creator created. Her version of daily walking as an exercise turned into looking good, walking to feel good, and speaking positive affirmations as you do it. After you are done walking, you should continue your positive marathon throughout your day. For me, positivity is obviously something that I'm always about. And also just kind of the idea of how contagious a smile is. I think of, bringing that positivity, whether it's something small as that smile, or, doing whatever you do to make you feel better, I think is just important. So, for me, me personally, I'm not going to say I'm in peak apex shape, with my body, but I'm happy with life. And I feel that's what's important.
There you go.
So I feel just having that positivity to yourself will, bring about more better things for everyone.
All right. I like the way you kept going right through everything. So listen, Nate, you are in peak shape. Remember last week I told you how great you're looking? You're getting swole, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you're looking great. And thank you for your input on the Soultown. And for those of you who don't know, the Soultown people are here now. We're going to be introduced, but you can get your copy of the Soultown at
thesoultownmagazine.com. Yes.
.com, right? Yes, and with us we have joined. They've joined us, Javiva.
Okay. Yes.
Cherie, Kabba, the innovator extraordinaire, and Haisan
2X, the truth seeker. All
Thank
right.
you guys for having us.
Appreciate being here.
Right? You think you're gonna find some truth
Back at
around this
home.
table?
Yeah.
Always.
Yes. All right.
Always.
Back
If
at
we don't
home.
find it, we're going to bring it.
Okay, that's right. Right. Well, welcome. Let's give them a hand.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you. Right. So awesome to have you back in Waterloo Chill.
Thank you.
Yes, and we're going to start this segment off, and it's called Give It Air. And we often kind of give air to some subjects sometimes that don't always get talked about. So we're going to talk today about stop living in the past, Shaviva.
Yeah, I mean, we've all heard people say that before when it comes to things that have happened. They say, oh, well, that was so long ago. Stop living in the past. But there are some things that people say stop living in the past that are really in living history. That is to say, it happened in our lifetime, right?
And if you watched our show this last month, we started with
we talked about Brown versus the Board of Education, Emmett Till, the assassination of Dr. King, and now today we're talking about the war on drugs.
And these things have all happened within our lifetime. And you know how young we are, right?
Yes.
There you go.
We have given firsthand accounts on each one of these occasions of how our families reacted.
Yeah.
So we'd love to have your input as well on this subject.
Yep, the year was 1971. I was graduating from high school when the war on drugs happened. And what it basically is, Nixon said that drug abuse was public enemy number one, and they needed to do something about it, but it actually seemed designed to incarcerate more black people and more people who were against the war.
And Nixon's public policy chief, John, how do you say his name? Ehrlichman suggested that the war on drugs campaign had ulterior motives, explaining that Nixon's campaign had two enemies, the anti-war left and black people.
Okay, yep, and Ehrlichman was quoted as saying, I think it was in some magazine, we knew we couldn't make it illegal to be either against the war or black, but by getting the public to associate the hippies with marijuana and blacks with heroin and then criminalizing both heavily, we could disrupt those communities. We could arrest their leaders, raid their homes, break up their meetings, and vilify them night after night on the evening news. Did we know we were lying about it? Of course we did.
That's a quote, a direct quote. So it sounds like a conspiracy to me, Chillin.
It does sound like a conspiracy, and I was born, as yesterday was my birthday, 1969. My brother and I are descendants of black nationalists and Black Panthers. So this is the end of the Panther movement. And I don't know how many people have had the opportunity to watch, Black Panther Party or whatever, but whether it's a conspiracy theorist thought or not, it is said that the CIA flooded the major cities with drugs that kicked off the war on drugs. If we go back to the late 70s, LA, Watts, Chicago, New York, and that's kind of where this thing started. But it would have to start with people in power that would have that kind of control, because if we remember the Black Panther Party days, they had mastered their rights to bear arms, and they did exactly that.
And what happened when they went to the White House with arms?
Nothing.
I mean, they didn't. Yeah, it wasn't good. I mean, not compared to January 6th. I mean, they got turned around
it was
quick.
nothing like that, because they had mastered the written law, down to the letter, and at least they followed the law. I'm not really sure what happened on January 6th, but it wasn't nothing of the law that we know.
Okay. All right. Do you have any comments on the war on drugs with Nixon in 1971? I was born. You were born.
And I try not to speak a lot on fiction, which the war on drugs is. The truths are that the criminalization of being brown or black came in many different ways. And if you go even before the 70s, they associated jazz and marijuana with blackness, and that was criminalized. And the ills of jazz and the ills of drugs they spoke on in every sector of society, targeting a very specific area of society. When you put felonies on people, when you criminalize something as innocuous as being the color you were born in, the ethnicity that you were born into, you disenfranchise that group of people. And when that group of people is disenfranchised and that vote is gone, their voice and representation is gone in the community, and then we become marginalized citizens. They take our tax money, but they don't hear our voice.
Yeah.
So the war on drugs is really, I think, a representative of a larger effort to A, silence the black vote, B, seriously destabilize the notion of black wealth. Because that's what happened to a lot of affluent African Americans. They saw, it must be a drug dealer or a football player. And I think the really innocuous thing that maybe not be seen on just a cursory view is the impact that it had on a community and generations of brown and black people with felonies that go from grandpa down to Junebug.
Yeah.
There you go.
Wow.
Yes, and this topic, of course, we could go on and on and on because we know the mass incarceration started right there. Well, it was always going on, but this really gave it a kickstart.
A fresh surge.
A fresh surge, yeah. So we just had to give that a little bit of air, Shaviva.
That's right, because sometimes exposure is the best disinfectant.
That's right. Now, I think it's a great time to, Nate, are you awake over there, honey? Okay. No, we have a little something we like to present to children.
What?
Yes.
I brought something to present to you guys.
We beat us.
We traveled 2,200 miles to come and present.
I've been up since 2:12 this morning driving over here.
Oh, bless you. I think we can sing a little happy birthday right now.
Oh my
Happy
God.
Birthday to ya.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to ya.
Happy birthday.
Your face.
All right.
Very nice. Thank you so much.
You got flour. You got flower juice on your face.
Yep, you got a little pollen right there.
It's all good.
Yeah, right here.
The bees
Jill,
gonna love
right
you when we
there.
get out of here.
It's okay.
Yep, perfect. All right.
Thank you.
Yes, flowers for the queen.
Yeah, nice. Very nice.
All right.
I have something to present to you guys as well.
Oh, really?
So, as we all know, the pandemic has made things very difficult for people to gather together, large groups to gather together. And July 30th, 2022, we are hosting the Soultown Awards. And it was going to be live, but because of the pandemic, we're hosting it now virtually. And you guys have been nominated and actually won a Soultown Award. But we're presenting this to you guys.
Oh,
Congratulations, ladies.
Wow. Thank you.
Oh, my goodness. What is it, Shaviva?
Oh, wow.
Shakalaka. It takes a soul village. Award.
Yeah, the Soultown presents Rocky and Shaviva. Boom shakalaka. The It Takes a Soul Village Award for celebrating the positive progress on the North End for 5 consecutive years.
I know.
Thank you for having soul. Oh, man.
That is absolutely beautiful. Look at that. We have got to show. Can you get a picture of that, Nate? I mean, Ed. I get Nate and Ed mixed up a lot.
Okay.
I think that it's
beautiful?
often that individuals are doing great things in the community, and it's just one small token of appreciation for the Soultown, not just to keep the platform available to tell the stories, but every 5 years or every couple of years actually highlight some really cool things that's happening. And you guys have definitely been making cool things happening, giving it air, giving it a platform on the North End. So thank you for having Soul.
That's
right.
Right there.
We are Rocky and Shaviva, and we got soul. All right. Okay.
Keeping that positive voice out there. You can turn on the regular news and hear all the negativity. Keeping it positive, keeping the heads and everything moving forward. We appreciate you so much.
Thank you so much.
you.
Wow, what an honor. And we love what we do, and we talked about it today. As you know, we have time on it. Doing something constructive and meeting so many beautiful people in our community has been such a pleasure. Thank you.
And we have to say, absolutely, we've said it before, say it again. We really were inspired to do this.
That's right,
by
Jill.
the Soultown, okay? And we want to thank you for continuing to be such a bright light in the community and putting those stories out there and It's got the hometown thing going, and it's got the international thing going too. It's gone a long way, and thank you so much.
You are so welcome. But did you guys know that the Soultown was inspired by Brother Mike's KBOL 100.1 radio show, The Soul, that I used to host with him?
Okay, Brother Mike, assalamu alaikum. Get you
Yes. Obviously, it's
so we've got to see what you guys have already birthed the show, I believe. Isn't it India show? Isn't it birthed from the Soultown?
India's the
Friday Runway.
Yes, we did. We did do that. So,
so it's a tradition.
It is. Thank you so much, Nate. We have a few comments.
Yeah, so we have Marilyn Rogers Moreland and Renita Wright, also Philip Banks. They're all saying congratulations to your guys' award.
Thank you.
Nice.
And I think this is a great time to shout out to our wonderful crew, Ed and Nate and Agnes, who make us all look good.
Every single Friday. Yes, thank you so much.
That's right. Now we got to get to talk to you guys.
Okay.
I think you've both had a little bit of time to say a few things. Why don't we start with, we always do ladies first.
Awesome.
Chillin', tell us what you've been up to.
It's a lot of growth with the Soultown magazine, but I do want to share that what brings me this way at this time is we are kind of like Publishers Clearinghouse delivering Soultown Awards, and on the 3rd, we are headed to Minneapolis, Minnesota to present Valerie Castile, the mother of Philando Castile. I know you guys remember.
Yes.
He was the one that was killed by the Minneapolis actually, I think it was the St. Paul officer, and it went live on Facebook.
Yes. Oh, my God.
It was one of the horrific recordings that we'll never forget. But she has, she's an activist. She's done a lot with police reform. July 6th celebrates the 6th anniversary of Philando Castile's death. And so I'm meeting with her to present her with an award Saturday night, as well as activist poet Centwali in Minneapolis. I've been to Colorado Springs delivering awards, as well as Waterloo, Chicago. We just come in from Chicago, just
and
come back from Cedar Rapids.
Are you driving her all these places?
That's what I do.
Oh my goodness.
So we have made some miles, but it just goes to show you the growth of the Soultown. And even though the hub will always be Waterloo, Iowa, we are in 16 different states.
Right.
And we have more than 5,500 digital readers. So thank everyone for having Soul. And thank you for supporting the magazine. I do want to share one thing that we should never forget. If we don't tell our stories, there's two things.
Say that.
If we don't tell our stories, someone will take our story and they will embellish it, give it their version and tell their story, or they won't tell our story at all and we'll be lost in Black history.
Indeed.
We are witnessing, I'm a witness to that. There was a story about Susan Clark and Alexandra Clark that was just dug out of the rubble, that nobody even knew that there was a Black ambassador in the 1800s from Iowa. So there's so much that if we don't talk about it, it will be lost. So thank you so much for sharing all that.
Also, let's shout out Dr. Blackwell, who's come on as the historian for the Soultown magazine.
Oh,
and he
you
writes
got
about Black historians from Iowa. He's very educated, on point, very detailed. He's telling parts of stories that we would even miss and showing photos. So he's definitely there doing his research. Love to have him on the team.
Awesome.
A great addition.
We always bragged that our show, like the Soultown, is seen in how many 19 countries and 5
how many
planets,
galaxies,
in the
reaching the world.
We out
everywhere.
There. We out here.
Right.
All right, you want to talk to Haisan?
Okay, Haisan, you are the truth seeker. So talk a little bit about what obviously your focus is the truth, but talk about some of the topics that you address as the truth seeker.
Well, there's such a range because there's so much mistruth. The things that I write about are topical, things that are happening in our community, as well as the things we've experienced. Our experience as African Americans in America speaks to a different type of truth. Like, I don't know if truth is something that can be bargained with, but our truth is different than the truth that's presented. So when I go into writing something for the Soultown and trying to bring truth to something, the first thing we want to do is put out what's being said. This is what's being said. This is the truth. Why is it being shifted to a different story. And it's almost thematic because if we go back to how you ladies started the show, you talked about, get over the past. Well, yeah, then if that's the case, when we go to tell the truth, you get over your past and give up everything that your past, your ancestral past, has allowed you to benefit. So of the legacy of our past, we're supposed to get over, then get rid of the legacy of whoever's past that oppressed our ancestors, and let's give it all back, and let's start from scratch and see who ends up on top. So the truth that we speak to is not necessarily about what's being disseminated around society. It's about what exists as fact that is not being projected around. In the Soultown, you lovely ladies and anybody who stands on a platform where somebody will listen and not have an agenda, not have an agenda other than pushing our movement forward, not the movement of black people or non-white people, but humankind, because black history is human history. And to erase it is to erase part of our humanity, and society will be lost without a full scope of our history.
Yep, you are absolutely right. I love that. Just on that note, as far as you both were talking about the importance of us telling our own stories and putting that truth out there, I saw something today online about how the Texas school board is now trying to,
we were just talking about that.
That just blew my mind. They are trying to classify slavery as involuntary relocation.
They want to rename it in the history book.
Yes.
So you'll no longer see the term slavery. You'll see
involuntary relocation. And they say, we should do this to compare and contrast the voluntary relocation, say, of the Irish. And,
or
no.
compiling
relationship.
everybody as immigrants. Hello.
Yes.
Right. I heard Jeff talking about that discussion. I think we're running low on time, but those are some great points, and we're so glad that you are there to tell our truths, because to put them out there for the world to see, even on the 9 planets.
It's a privilege and it's a duty, really.
It is.
We all have that duty. When you know better, you do better.
Right, like the Sankofa vow.
That's right, the Sankofa vow. I've been writing it since day one, since the inception date. So I just invite everybody, hey, pick up a copy of the Soultown.
Please.
If you feel like you can't afford it, hey, shoot me a message. I'll send you complimentary copies.
Oh,
you beat me to the punch.
nice.
I was going to say that's
She's just the best.
just more reasons. You are hearing more and more reasons why you should be subscribing to the Soultown.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, we are down to, you're not just the only birthday girl. You might be the queen of the Soultown and all of that, coming from Chicago, got your own driver. But we got other birthday
I'm the
people,
driver now.
right? Okay. No, you're not. You're so much more than the driver.
Exactly.
Oh, yes, my brother too.
You know, I got to tell this about they did an article for Iowa Public Television, and they talked about my art. And then they mentioned Shaviva and said she's an artist too.
I was like,
that was
nice.
Yeah, she's an amazing artist.
Yes, I've seen it.
And I'm just me, right? So, okay, we got the best birthday people, Shaviva.
Oh, man, we always have the best birthday people. Definitely. We got Troy Williams, a.k.a. DJ Commando.
Hey.
Happy birthday.
All right, Commando.
Yes, Anthony Quinn, my cousin.
Yes.
In Ohio. Happy birthday.
Oh, in Ohio.
Yes.
Cherie
Kabba. Yes.
All right, yes.
Soultown.
Tiani Carrasco.
Tiani.
Yes.
Birthday,
Grant
Tiani.
Veter.
Abraham Lincoln himself. Grant Veter has an Abe Lincoln show.
There you go.
You know that?
And Felicia Smith Knowles, happy birthday.
Yes, that baby gonna sing this weekend. Orlando Ray Dial, the one and only,
Yes.
right?
Okay.
Mr. Michael Wooten, a classmate of mine. Yay,
Okay,
Michael.
all right.
Natoya Cole.
Hey,
Yay,
hey, Natoya.
Happy birthday.
Dr.
Okay.
David Rainey.
Dr. Rainey,
Yes,
happy
happy
birthday.
birthday.
Faith and enthusiasm.
Okay.
So he's been in every issue, ain't he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Every issue. Dr. Rainey has written every issue.
Every issue.
I saw
All
him
right.
on a motorcycle the other day.
Okay.
Too clean.
Too
Hey,
clean. Happy birthday.
And your granddaughter.
My granddaughter,
Mynisha.
Mynisha Washington.
Mynisha Washington, happy birthday.
Yes, we're turning the place out today. I
Let's
know
do
they're
it.
upstairs thinking, what in the world is
What's
going on
going
down
on?
there?
I feel like it's the season of cancers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
You'll call
indeed.
it that till February. Then it's going to be my season.
Okay.
Okay. Well, listen, we want to sing a song and it goes something like this. I'm sure you would agree.
Couldn't fit more perfectly.
than to have a world party.
On the day you came to be,
Happy birthday to ya.
Oh, happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday, happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. All right.
We were going to have wine today, but somebody forgot the glasses. So.
Also, we can come right from the bottom.
Okay, we'll just start chugging. No, actually not. We have a new little segment that we like to say because Shaviva and I are kind of seasoned. Most people don't notice, but we are. We're seasoned, like Tiani said that. So we've learned a couple things in life, and we like to share those at the end of our show. And I'm going to say I've learned through my life that when you're in love, what's Agnes laughing about? We're taking too long? When you're in love, it shows.
Yep,
Right?
and yes, I've learned that one person saying to me, "You made my day," makes my day.
Nice. All right.
Nice.
So that's a positive note. We want to tell you about our future shows. We got Stephanie Shavers and Anita Brewer. Mayor Hart, of course, on the third Friday.
That's right.
And my cousin, Timothy Klinghammer, and Dee Roby will be coming on.
All right.
And we want to remind our viewers to keep doing more of what makes you awesome.
Yes, like Haisan and like Cherie, because it
Makes
makes us
us
all
all look
look good.
good.
All right.
All right. See you next time.